Hi, this is Harris from footballbet.net, and I'm here to quickly demonstrate to you how to download the weekly stat file from the website and download the program as well. So let's get started. I'm just going to zoom in for a second so you can get a better view. First thing to do is to make sure you have a directory or folder on your hard drive on your computer to store the information. So what I usually do is go to my computer, explore, and we're going to open up a new folder on the C drive. Here's the C drive right here, and I'm going to make up a folder called Engine. We need this folder. That's where we're going to be putting the weekly stat file that we download. So I'm going to go File, New, File, New, Folder, and here, down here, it says New Folder. We're going to type in Engine, capital E-N-G-I-N-E. There it is. It's created. Okay, we can minimize that. Now we're going to go to our website, footballbet.net, which you all know. And here we're going to go to System Download Stats. It brings us to the download window. And here we're going to input the username and password that you received in the email. The username is Engine42, and the password is what you were sent in the email. I'm not going to tell it to you. You should know it. If you have any problems, email me. Then you click the login button here, and it's going to take you to the page that has the information we need to know. Now here's the places you can download the program. Current premium program version is Engine 46. To download that, we're going to right click on the file name, right click, and we're going to do Save Target As, and it's going to ask us where do we want to save this file, and we want to save it in the folder we just created, which is the Engine folder on C Engine. Double click on there, and now it's going to save it in the Engine folder, and that's the file name. And we hit save, and bingo, it downloads it very quickly. The next thing we want to do, that's a one-time thing. We're going to download the file. We have that. The second thing we need to do is download the weekly stat file. Here it gives you the instructions, by the way, up here. Download the weekly stat file. So we're going to move down to that section, download weekly stat file. And down here you could read a little bit about how it works also, beside my telling you. We already talked about making the folder, and here's the engine, and there's the password. And now here's the file name, newweek.xls. This is the same file name that's going to be available every week. It's going to be starting to be available the third weekend of the regular season. So same thing here. We're going to file name. We're going to right click with the right mouse button, file name, save target as, and save target. Again, we want to put it into the Engine folder. That's very important. So save as, and there it is. Bingo. When you want to get out of this page, you have to press the logout button to get out of any of the password protected pages on this website. Okay, so log out, and we're back. Now we're going to go back to the Engine folder here. Double click, and here's the two files that we downloaded, Engine 46 and New Week. I'm going to double click on the program, Engine 46. It's going to open up in a second. Depending on your security settings here, it's going to give you a security warning that it contains macros, which helps the program run. It's like different scripts, so you have to enable macros, otherwise it won't work. So make sure you enable macros. Click that. If your security settings are set to high, it won't even give you the choice, so you'll have to check that out under Tools. I believe it's Security Options. Where is it? Alright, we'll figure it out later. Here's the first page. It gives you the instructions. You can read the instructions. I advise you definitely to read the instructions so you understand what you're doing. Down here are the different tabs. What we want to do is go to the Worksheet tab. And when you first get it, it's all blank. So what we have to do is to update the stats for the new week. That's that button right here. Update stats for new week. So now that we've downloaded the newweek.xls file, we have to hit this button. It's going to go out and import that information from the other file that we downloaded, the New Week XLS file. Now, all we have to do is to, over here in column C, select the teams that are playing. Now the file I just downloaded happens to be a file from last year. So for instance, the first game is Kansas City. Here it is, Kansas City versus Cincinnati Bengals. And there's Cincinnati right there. And so now it gives you all the information, and the stats are automatically in the right spot. Points for, points against, the yards against, the percentage, the difference, the streaks. And here it is, the predicted final score and the point spread. And it's showing you the variance between the predicted final score and the point spread. It will not sort the best and worst bets until all the games have been input. So here it tells you there's 16 games, and it's not going to be filled out until all the games have been input. So don't worry about that it says NA. You're going to just have to go down the list and put in all the games. So the second game I have here is St. Louis, over here, and Atlanta, playing Atlanta at Atlanta. You always put the home team here on the bottom, and the away team on the top row. And down here is the after you're done, it's going to, this is the part where you could put in the final score. So say the final score was 31 to 24, and it tells you right here on a straight up bet it's a loss, with the point spread it's a win, and here's the over under, what the predicted and what the line was, and the actual over under was 55, so that would be a win on that particular one as well. And then that's how that works. You could print out the worksheet, so you'll have handy, if you take a look at the worksheet, you print out the data sheet, it's going to have all the data on it, so it's going to be a little smaller, but it'll have a lot of information on it that's good to look at. The other things, like I said, here's year to date, it's where you would put in all the different information for the season betting results. The ledger, where you can put in all your information, how much you bet and how much is wagered, and the outcome and the loss. And here's some graphs, background about the program, some information, betting tips, and our disclaimer. So I hope this was informative in helping you figure out how to use the engine, and if you have any questions, just email it to us at web@footballbet.net. Thank you very much.